guys, T2 here, back for another mod showcase. This is the TARDIM mod by SWDTeam. The TARDIM is based on the map of the same name. I believe I took a look at it a while back. In terms of placing the TARDIM item, it's very interesting because it kind of does this thing where it like follows your cursor with like showing where it's going to end up, and if you try to place it next to another block or on top of a block, such as the dandelion, it turns kind of red like this, and we right click. And as you can see, it very much does resemble the old TARDIM map with the 4 doors and the slab on top. Obviously it's got some added detail and obviously this lamp, but let's go ahead and walk in on side. So if you right click the door, both doors will open outwards like this, and it makes kind of a Minecraft door sound. And look at that, it's got the little phone texture, that's neat. So yeah, let's walk right on inside. And I made the advancement, it's bigger on the inside. And here we are in the Tardis interior, and similarly to the Dalek mod, this is in another dimension, so you can see it spawns it in this void. You can see it's got these roundel blocks, similar to the Dalek mod. If we head over to this TARDIM tab in the creative inventory, we've got our controls, we've got our Tardis key, and we of course have several different colors of roundels, and they're all very similar, but just different colors basically. We have these ceiling lights. They do emit light, which is nice, kind of like some sort of gratings. Moving on, we might as well take a look at the door, and obviously this looks like the texture we saw on the inside of the doors from the outside, and if we right click it, it has very similar kind of opening animation, and of course we just walk out to walk out. But yeah, let's get into how to get this TARDIS to actually travel. This, I believe, is how you get your fuel, and it does kind of have this furnace look to it, which I think looks really nice and definitely kind of resembles that. I'd imagine this green bar is sort of a progress bar kind of thing, so yeah, interesting. And of course, what you've all been waiting for, the console itself, and all these really neat controls. And the cool thing is, you look at these ones with the little buttons, and each individual button has its own little hitbox, so you can press each one individually. These 3 here are going to control the 3 axes if you want to travel with coordinates. These 3 control in the negative direction, and this is positive. So if we click this, it's adding 1 to our x-axis, but in the tens, and then this would be the y, so 80, 90, and this is the z. And likewise, this will bring us backwards on each of those. So this one here will control our landing direction, so we can be east, south, west, north. Let's choose south. This button here is going to give us our flight information, such as we are currently in the overworld dimension, we're facing south, and this is our location. I wonder if the direction will change if we change it here. Yes, it does. That's pretty neat. So we come over here. This is our TARDIM computer, and I believe in here we can type commands. I don't know all the different commands we can type, but we may be able to do something like /help. Yes, we can. That's nice. So it'll show off all the different dimensions we can type. It'll do things like our flight info, which I think is very similar to what that button showed us. Toggle facing, can locate a player. It can add coordinates to different axes, can do things with the fuel, it can scan, can echo a message, locate biomes, set dimensions, set the owner to a different player, set the door to a different location, demat, home, remove companions, help, add companions, set facing direction, set coordinates, lock door, remat, fuel calculation for different coordinates and dimensions, and travel to different coordinates and dimensions. And if I'm not mistaken, the monitor might do some similar stuff. So yeah, it shows us, click this one for your current location, click this one for basically your destination. If you shift right click this, it has the same kind of command interface, and you can see we have some examples of commands, which is honestly pretty useful to show you kind of how to use them. And then you can save, panel tooltip, so we can set our coordinates for our home location, which obviously we can set via that command interface. This is the door lock function, and if we come over to the door, yeah, we cannot exit or enter now. That is locked. We can of course unlock the door, and this of course in the center is our dematerializing lever, which of course we would use to travel to our destination. But let's say we maybe add a couple more coordinates just for the fun of it. There we go. That's quite a bit more, and let's dematerialize and see what we can do. I've made the challenge in the advancement, and now we have this dematerializing sound, which sounds really cool, honestly. Of course, we have the time rotor. It doesn't move like the Dalek mod one, but I do like the texture on it. We can just rematerialize, and we'll be at our early destination. Yeah, Tardis is landing. That's awesome. Here we are at our location. That is awesome. We are so far away from where we were, I think. I don't know where we were, but we're here now. Yay, that's pretty awesome. So yeah, that's really all there is to the mod, really. It's simple, but that's kind of the point of it. It's not supposed to be like Dalek mod where there's just loads and loads and loads of features. But yeah, I do like this mod. It's kind of fun, and it's very simple to use, despite seeming a little complex at first glance. I enjoy it. This has been my look at the TARDIM mod. I've been Tbo2. Be sure to subscribe, to follow my Instagram, Tbo2at, to follow my Twitter, which is also Tbo2at, to join my Discord, and lastly, to have a nice day. Goodbye.